Motivation. Hi, darling. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? It is going pretty good. I was going to do a long form content, and I said, you know what, let me come on in here, just do a live because I need to build up. I have 1,000 watch hours left to get before I become monetized, so like I can really do what I need to do. So why not? Okay, cool. Thank you so much, darling. We're gonna be doing this look at the back of me. Very, very pretty. I get it tonight. Consider it tonight. Oh, I think about it. Hello guys, welcome in. So tonight we're gonna go for a very, very light concealer. And this is from Hourglass. And this is basically not my complexion at all. But that's what we're looking for. Get it tonight. Oh, look at me now. I'm listening to motivation from the morning. Okay, so we're gonna go in with a small mini foundation brush, and we're just gonna tap that concealer in. And pull you guys up just a little bit closer. Just so you guys can see a little bit more closer. I did my brows offline, so I have a ton of videos how I do my brows, so you can just check my playlist if you really want to see how I create my brows. Quick song. No. I wish I did, but I don't. Taking the excess and just bringing it down because we don't want the product to waste at all. We're just basically just blending out that right out. Ah, you really, really want something to do today. Do me something then. I beg of you. Do me something. Quicksand. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the Juvia's Place palette. Hi, darling. Welcome in. We're gonna jump into this pink right here. And we're gonna take this really higher than my crease. And we're just gonna blend that out. Just like so. We're gonna take this a little bit higher than my crease. And we're just gonna blend, 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 blend. Oh, thank you so much, love. Thank you so much. Chanel. Hope I called your name right. We're gonna do that with the other side. Yeah, the colors are really coloring. They're really standing out. So I want to create it like how I see it for the most part. I think I'm gonna add more stones to it though. But I'm liking how this pink is coming out. Gotta keep it play. Run for hard, get back. We've been up to time and back here come. And a half a back, coming in around and here I'm from. Thank you. I'm gonna jump into a clean blending brush. And we're just going to buff out the edges of that pink because we want it to really, really fade into the brows. Just like that. Put you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see. And back it on. If you don't behave yourself, you're gonna get kicked out. So please be respectful. Thank you. I'm talking to you, fan, okay? Hello, cute. Thank you so much. I'm here just listening to some Jamaican music. When you come in, I'm around in the shop. That was Rumpin' Shop from Vice Cartel and Spice. Thank you so much, Ashton. Hopefully I called your name right. If I don't, forgive me. Hello, welcome in. Hi, Simone. Welcome in. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the purple, and we're gonna take the purple out of the same palette. It's right down here. Don't mind my palette. I've used my palette down to the floor, so she looks very, very much used. So we're gonna take the purple, and we're gonna focus it right in our crease area. Before we blend it out, we're just gonna tap it in. Just because we're building the pigmentation. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you guys tap the screen when you guys get in. This is gonna help YouTube send out my live stream. We're gonna do the other side now. Thank you so much, Older Joe. If you can pop Simone link in the chat for me, that would be nice. And your link as well, so that people can connect with you guys. So because this brush is so dense, we're gonna change to a different brush. But I just wanna pack down the color first before we go any further. So we're going with a fluffier brush, but it's not as dense as this one. This one is a little bit too dense, so we want something that has a little bit more flexibility. So we're gonna use this one. And we're just gonna pack the color on. Because we want to get that rich purple going on there before we cut the crease. Hello, welcome in. Bella, welcome in. We're gonna jump into that first pink color. We're gonna add some pink to it, hit off the excess, and we're gonna come right on the top and just kind of blend the purple into the pink. Like that. Welcome in, guys. There's 45 of you guys in here. You guys, I only have 4 likes. You guys can do way better than that. Oh. Hello, welcome in. Okay. We're gonna go back into that dense brush and we're gonna drop into some black eyeshadow. And the reason why we're doing this because we want the crease to be a little bit more defined. So we're gonna go in with a little bit of black. Just to intensify the orange. The purple, sorry. And you see how that kind of just warms it up? That's what we're looking for. So we're gonna do that to the other eye. Just like that. Hello, welcome in, guys. Hope you guys are doing well and having a productive week. My name is Anabu, proud owner of Lashmi Beat. Over here we do everything makeup, special effects, anything makeup you can think about, we do it over here. So we're gonna grab a cotton swab. We're gonna fill it with some micellar water. And we're gonna cut the crease. And at this point, you wanna take your time. Oh. And this is basically gonna help you where you wanna put the cut crease. So you can just take your time doing this part. You don't have to rush. Hello, welcome. And you basically can see how your cut crease is gonna come out. So this is faulty, so we're gonna jump into a new one. I'm good tonight, my love. Thank you so much for asking. I haven't done makeup in a couple of days, so I'm pretty excited, actually. Thank you so much for asking. So this is basically gonna let you know where your cut crease is gonna start and how it's gonna end. I don't normally do it this way, but it's always good to show you guys different techniques that you can use to achieve this look if you really want to recreate this look at any time. I love this shape. If you notice, my eyes, what do you call this now again? My hooded eyes, it's gonna crease right here at this end. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the cut just a little bit higher. So when I place down the concealer, you can basically see the cut crease when my eyes are open, just like that. So that's what we're doing right here. Hello. Just gonna take the extra concealer off. So we're gonna do the same thing to this side. Micellar water and just a Q-tip. Welcome in, Jabal. I'm gonna try to catch up with the comments in just a second. I wanna try to cut this crease really quickly. You have to really take your time here because you have the potential of messing up everything that you just worked on. And you want them to look as close as possible. Maybe we can ask some stupid questions. If you know what I wanted to tell you a little while ago. But anyways, let me behave. Okay. You're basically just trying to repeat the same thing on this side. I'm looking at the two of them just to make sure that I'm, you know, in the clear. I think this one looks a little bit higher than this one, but we're not gonna stress it. Thank you so much, Jabal. Welcome in, everyone. That question that you just asked me, sir, that has nothing to do with you, regardless of the fact. Like, I don't understand why people seem to be very rude. I'm here doing makeup. That's what I'm here doing. If it doesn't have anything to do with makeup or anything like that, don't ask me stupid questions. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for each and everyone who are in here. We're gonna cut the crease. We're gonna use that same concealer that we've been using because we want the concealer to be very bright. So we're gonna go in with our Hourglass concealer. And it's basically the whitest concealer that I do on. And we're gonna take our time and just go right in the cut crease that we created, that we just cleaned up. And we basically have to take our time with this. We can't rush it. You want to get this as clean as possible. So I'm kind of just taking my time. Just like that. Apologies accepted. But next time, just be cognizant of what you're trying to ask people. And I know you're asking me that because of my accent or how I'm talking. And I'll let you know, everybody don't talk the same. Everybody don't sound the same. Not because you guys in America specifically have a lot of things going on that you guys should just come out and just try to insult other people. Don't do that. That's very rude. And 95% of the times is you Americans that be acting stupid. But anyways, I digress. You're not going to change my mood tonight. Welcome in, guys. We have 73 people in here. Welcome in. We can definitely get 20 likes. Okay. We're just taking our time and filling out that cut crease. And for you trolls, let me tell you guys one little thing. If it's one creator you're not going to run off of this platform, it's me. Let me just let you guys know that straight up. I've worked way too hard to build my brand to make it influenced by trolls. Just making sure that they're even as possible and as even as I can get them. Identical. Hello, welcome. Melon, welcome in. That's my really good friend, guys, in real life. But I'm liking how this is looking so far. It's a very full coverage concealer and it does dry down very, very quickly, so I'm not worried of it transferring to the top at all. I'm kind of loving the shapes. I don't think I need to do anything else with the shape. What I am going to do, jump into like a very detailed brush like this one. We're gonna jump back into the Juvia's Place palette. We're gonna jump back into that purple. gonna jump back into that purple. And right where we cut the crease, we're gonna go and just intensify just at the edge. And kind of clearing up the imperfections as we go. Just like that. So you see the difference between this one and this one? You can't really see the purple that much, so we're just adding back that extra dimension. Oh, thank you, Chippo. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna jump back into that pink. Tap it on our brush. Hit off the excess. And we're gonna basically blend the purple and the pink back in with each other. Just like that. And we're gonna use the same palette. We're gonna jump into the green. Sorry. The green shimmer and the blue shimmer right here. These two. Thank you. Alright. We're gonna take a flat tip brush just like this one. Jump into that green. As you can see, it's very pigmented. We have 45 people in here. We can do a little bit better than that. We only have 11 likes. The more you guys interact with the live stream, is the more that YouTube pushed me out in the algorithm. So I really appreciate if you guys say hi. Don't be rude. And like this stream if you really, really like what I'm doing. And if you're just on the outside chilling, thank you so much for even chilling with me. I really appreciate it, regardless of the fact. Right now I'm listening to some Zouk music. I don't know what they're saying, but the music is so good. Oh, thank you. We're basically gonna do this green to halfway of the cut crease. Okay, so we're gonna turn the opposite side of the brush, like right here. Then we're gonna add the blue color on the opposite side, just like this. There's a reason why I'm gonna have the two colors on the same brush. You guys gonna see what I'm gonna do really quickly. We're gonna go in with that blue now. And we're gonna finish the cut crease with this blue. Just like that. Then the trick, we're gonna switch over to the green side. We're gonna take the green and we're gonna blend it into the blue. So it can merge the colors together. So you will not see any kind of harsh lines or anything like that. And then I'll turn over to the blue and do the same thing. So we can have an even blend, with the colors, so you will not see a harsh line. They should just look like they're running into each other. Just like that. Okay, so let's continue the other eye. Thank you so much, my love. I'm listening to some Britney Spears right now. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go back into that dense brush. We're gonna jump back into that purple. And you see how the cut crease is very harsh? On the ends, we're going to blend this purple into the blue so it doesn't look like that. We're gonna do this eye first so you guys can really see. See how lovely that looks now? So it looks like it's blending into the blue, into the green. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other eye. Hello, welcome in. I really, really like this. Okay, I'm looking for my black liner. Because she's a black liner, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna jump into our black liner. You can use any black liner of your choice. Some people can be some assholes in here. Alright. We're gonna jump into the liner. how I set my liner, I set right from the middle. I'm drinking some iced coffee, homemade, with some marshmallows on the top. Mm, that's so good. The trolls are out tonight. Something is sticking up my throat. My throat. Okay, so we're gonna do the other eye liner. And for me, I think I want to put some gold right here, just to highlight my brow bone. But let's get this liner on really quickly. Thank you so much, Simone and Ola Joe. The trolls are heavy tonight, but that's okay. Sometimes we do need them in the live stream because when they interact, it pushes out the light to the algorithm. I don't know why it is that way, but it does. And I've seen it happen several times with other creators. So I just try not to pay them any mind and continue doing what I need to do because I'm out here for a reason. And I'm not going to let the trolls get the best of me. So unless they are really past and plays rude, get them out of here. But if they're just, you know, they can stay for the period of time. Okay, so we're gonna jump into one of my, I wouldn't say my favorite palette, I've just been using it for a long time. We're gonna jump into, if you guys can see, this gold shade right here. We're gonna jump into another flat tip brush. Just take this one. We're gonna jump into that gold. And we're gonna pack it right here. And I know it looks weird, but we're gonna blend that out really well. Do the same thing for this side. Yeah. We're gonna jump into that same brush that we used for the pink. Jump into it a little bit more. Tap off the excess. And we're gonna go right ahead. And we're gonna blend that out. Just like that. Because we want everything to blend with each other. We don't want any kind of harsh lines like that. So let's jump back in a little bit more of that pink color. We're just basically doing the same thing. We've been on here for 47 minutes. And I'm basically kind of done with the eyes for the most part. Just like that. We're gonna jump into the Q-tip. We're gonna put some micellar water on it. And we're gonna clean up under the eyes really quickly before we go into the lashes. You're basically gonna just drag this along the lines of the liner that we put down. Clean it up just like that. I think YouTube is a very big platform, and the fact that we can't even play music is crazy to me. But yet again, some people can play music and still get away with it. So we're gonna jump into mascara, and this is basically from Sephora collection. It is a big by definition mascara. But I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Hope that it was productive and all that good jazz. We had so much people in here. Now we only have 10 people, but you know how it is. No matter how much people are in here, we're still gonna have a good time. No matter what. For you guys who are in here with me, thank you guys so much for being in here with me. I really appreciate you. Okay, today we're gonna go into new brand lashes. I don't know what style I want to go for. In the comment section, should we do something more natural or something more dramatic? Let me see who's in here with me. Do we want to go for something a little bit more dramatic? Something that's a little bit more in between, or something that's more natural? So type 1 dramatic. Alright. We have 1 dramatic. We need about 3 dramatics, then we're gonna do dramatic. So let me know what you guys think. So number 1. This number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 1, 2, or 3. Number 1. Okay. We have 2 dramatics right now. Here. Alright, dramatic wins then. Okay, we're gonna do the dramatic one. gonna jump into the wig, not the wig glue, the eyelash glue. This is not my favorite glue at all, but this is what we have in stock right now, so we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna put on a little bit more than normal, and we're just gonna blow on it. By now, you guys know that I put on my lashes with my nails. Hello, welcome in. But it's just amazing how lashes can take a look to a whole new dimension, which you guys are gonna see right now. And these are super cute. It kind of gives you like a cat eye effect because it has more wefts on the outer edge, which I really, really like. Good choice, guys. I like this one. I really do. If you guys have not tapped the screen yet, please do so. It helps YouTube algorithm push the live stream out to more people. Don't be afraid to say hi. We're a very loving community here. Positivity only. So Olaja, do you see like what I was talking about with the trolls? So when they're in here, the numbers go really high. And the minute that you kind of start kicking them out away, that it just kind of just pivots the whole stream. So sometimes you have to kind of just play dandy shandy with them. So sometimes instead of like kicking them out, you just like suspend them for like 30 seconds or something like that. If they continue, then you just kick them out permanently. But you kind of have to kind of play around with them, because that's what I noticed. Like when they're in here and they're trolling and whatever the case may be, the algorithm just pushed them out. I don't know, but I've seen it happen. So I was told by one of my live stream gurus to kind of just leave them and just let your moderators know kind of how to handle them, because it can definitely affect your stream, especially if you have like a ton of block people. Yeah, so you have to kind of just, you know, kind of bear with it in a sense if you want the stream to like really be to the best of its ability. It's sad, but it's just what we have to deal with. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the wipes, makeup wipes. And we're just gonna basically clean up under our eyes. Okay. Now that we have done that, We're gonna jump into some vitamin C and E serum. This is from Sephora collection. We just want to add a little bit more hydration to the face. And anytime you're massaging your own face, you want to use these your ring fingers, sorry. It's going to be the most gentlest finger that you're going to be using to rub in your serum, your moisturizer, especially in the sensitive areas like under your eyes. And what I like to do when I'm massaging my face, I push the product into my face and also lift my face as I massage and pull it back. I will follow your instructions, but it doesn't need to see. Yeah. Show you that. I know. I 120% know how that is, but I'm also I also have to be like, you know, you can't really, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. It's such a tricky situation. It is so tricky, I'm not going to lie to you. Because that is why the other streamers that I do follow, that's why they have 200 and something people in their streams because of these particular reasons. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, you want your stream to, like, having people and, you know, have good vibe and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's just something that I'm trying to get used to. But, yeah. But I 120% feel where you're coming from. I'm just gonna put on, this is a lip balm. It's a Summer Friday lip balm. And we're just adding some moisture back into the face. We're gonna jump into this concealer here from Dollar Tree. And this is where I place my concealer. And tonight we're not going for like a full coverage look. We're gonna definitely paint the face, but we're not gonna give you guys like a really full coverage look like I did the other night. This has a very yellow undertone, which I really, really like. We're gonna jump into that bright concealer there. We're gonna add this right in the highlighted area that we want to kind of highlight. Just grabbing my foundations, guys. Give me a sec. We're gonna be using our LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Hydrating Long Wear Foundation in the color Rich Cocoa. And as you guys know, if you guys watched my last live, you can't use too much of this product because it has a yellow undertone, just like the concealer that I'm wearing right now. So we're not gonna use too. Somebody just tried to call me, so I hope you guys can still hear me. So we're not going to use too much of it. Now we're going to go into our Dior concealer. This one has a little bit more of a neutral color. And this is in 6.5N, which is neutral. So anytime it has a N, that means neutral. If it has a W, that means warm. If it has a Y, that means it's a yellow tone. So this one is more neutral, as you can see. So yellow, a little bit yellow, and very neutral. And I'll show you how like a red or more warm color will be this color that looks exactly like my skin tone. This product is on its last leg. This is from Lancome. And this is how this product looks. Very close to my skin complexion as you can get. So these are the different colors that we're working with. Something that's more light, more yellow. This one has a little bit more warmth, but it's more on the yellow tone. This one, as you can see, it's more of like a peachy type of color, and this one is more warm. Now, if I use this alone, my face is going to look very flat. We don't want that. We want to have a good dimension of color going through, if that makes sense. And we're going to put this on the perimeter of our face, just like that. And I can definitely do it step by step, but we're not going to do that because this is how I do my makeup all the time at all. But I can definitely do it step by step one of these days, so you guys can see how we can really blend everything in together. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the outer edge of my face, and we're just going to blend that into the skin. And the reason why I'm not going in the highlighted areas, because I want it to stay there. The longer you left the product on your face is the more pigmentation you're going to get and the more coverage you're going to get. Because if you want like a full coverage feel, you're going to have to let the product oxidize. And that means when it comes out of the bottle and it gets into the air and all the other stuff, it basically oxidizes. So it gets a little bit darker sometimes, and you can basically have more coverage when it oxidizes. But when you blend the colors together, basically customizing your shade, this is what you get. A very even coat, but you also have dimension, if that makes a lot of sense. And we're gonna go on top here, and we're just gonna blend. Blend, blend, blend. We're gonna leave the highlighted areas for last. And we're just gonna blend it with the outer perimeter of our face. And we're just tapping that product into the skin. And if you really want to lock in all of that, what you're doing, that was, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you want your makeup to last longer too, this is the time when you can spray your setting spray, just to help you lock in that cream product. So now that we've done the outer perimeter of everything that we're doing, we're gonna start blending out the highlighted areas. just like that. Sometimes you can use a different brush, but I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for the foundation. And we're just going to press that into the skin. Just like that. And this is how I create my flawless base every time. And just basically blending it straight into the foundation that you have on. These lashes are really beautiful though, I'm not gonna lie. Look how beautiful the base is looking. Really, really, really nice. I'm coming up close and personal so you guys can really see. Thank you. And you're basically gonna pat it, pat it, pat it, pat it until you are satisfied with the blend. I am satisfied with the blend. But I do want a little bit more of a highlight under the eyes. So we're gonna add just a little bit. And we're gonna let that sit for a little bit before we blend it out. Now we're gonna go in with a different brush, which is a flat tip brush, and we're just gonna focus that brightness right under the eye. I'm gonna watch the big mirror just to not feel, because sometimes when you're looking at the YouTube lens, sometimes they can, like, you know, be a little bit deceiving because of so much light is in my face. So I'm looking in the real mirror. Then jump back into the foundation brush. We're just gonna go over everything one more time. Just to tone it down just a tad bit. Okay, I love that. We're gonna jump into a cold water liner, and this is in like an aqua blue. I think this is the perfect waterline color to use for this look. So we're gonna go as close to the waterline as possible. Just like that. Look how beautiful that looks. Just like that. I mean, let's let that there for a little bit. We're now going to go into powders. Now we're gonna do things a little bit different today. This is from Sephora collection. This is like a baking powder. We're gonna jump into our fluffy triangle.